Hey guys, it's me, Jessica, and welcome back to the art room. Except we're not in the art room. Today we're going to be going down to the marina and doing some landscape paintings. I hope you guys are excited. Look, we're here. Let's go. For the supplies, you're going to need a towel, a water bowl, a canvas, water paint, and some brushes. First, look at the scenery that you want to paint, and then we're going to work in sections. For me, I'm going to do the water, hillside, and the sky. For the water, I'm going to start with this nice light blue, and then we're going to layer it some green and some black on top. Remember, when you're layering, make sure to blend the colors together so they don't look mismatched and they look harmonious. You just don't want any patches of color that's popping up that's not blended. With the black, be careful not to use too much and just use little amounts. You just want to make that murky colored water. Now with the hills, I'm going to go in with some nice light yellow and just layer on top of the blue. Remember not to use too much water or your paint's gonna drip. I'm just gonna outline the hill with the light yellow. And then once we outline everything, we're gonna go in with a darker yellow and fill everything in. If you don't have a dark yellow, that's fine, just use the same color. Make sure to layer or use a bit of orange for the outline to make it pop up. Once we're done with the hill, we're gonna move on to the sky. For the sky, it's gonna be a mixture of blue and white, because we really want to have that nice pale blue for the sky. So again, you can mix the colors beforehand or, like me, layer it. So I'm gonna layer with the blue. Make sure not to mix the hills and the blue together. You don't want anything blending too much. Just follow the curves of the hill. Again, remember not to use too much color. You don't want the paint falling. So I layered it with the blue, and then I'm gonna go over with some white just to make it look really pale. And just get rid of any dark patches. I'm gonna go in again with the water and a little bit more details into my water. I'm gonna add some ripples and some black. And then I'm gonna do the same for the hills. Just make sure the outlines pop up more. You don't have to add ripples to your water if you want. I thought it just made it look a little nicer. Now I'm gonna start with the trees. If you have a cotton swab, you can use cotton swabs to gently poke with the green paint and just make some trees. If you don't have cotton swabs, just use a paintbrush or a little bit of a tissue if you want, and just gently poke so you can make your little trees. It was a really nice day out there, guys. A lot of people were there and they were flying kites, and everybody was following rules by wearing masks and staying 6 feet away. So when you guys go outside, make sure to wear your mask and stay 6 feet away. So you guys might not see this, but across from the pier, there's another pier. Well, it's more like a dock, but there's another dock under the hill. So I'm just drawing that. I'm just making a little brown line between the water and the hill, and then I'm just gonna make some little short lines underneath that bigger brown line to make it look like there's poles that are helping the dock stand in the water. By the way, look at that huge kite. Isn't that cool? For me, I like adding a lot of details because I think details make a lot of things pretty, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Remember, art is subjective, and you can do anything you want in art. If this landscape painting isn't for you, add some squares, some circles onto your painting, and call it a day. Just make sure you make it your own. So also again, you guys might not see this, but there's some few cell towers. So I decided to just put that on top of the hills between the trees and stuff. Now I'm gonna do the clouds. With the clouds, it's a little tricky because you want enough white to show, but you also want to blend your white to make it look like fluffy white clouds. So I would say start a little strong with the white, then blend out in a back and forth motion, or just like one big swoop. You know, there's many different types of clouds, and there's many different ways to make clouds. So don't be afraid to experiment. For me, I just went a little back and forth with my brush with the white paint. And just blended it near the edges so it looked a little bit more fluffy. Again, some clouds are more denser than others, so you can make really white clouds or you can make like very wispy clouds. It doesn't matter. Remember not to add a lot of water to your paint. You don't want any of your paint dripping down. Once you're done, you can go back and just add a little bit more that you think might help your painting. For me, I just added a little bit more green to my trees to make them pop a little bit more. Also, remember guys, your paintings don't have to be perfect. You're learning how to paint, so if you mess up, that's fine. Painting is a skill. It takes time to learn. So don't assume you're gonna get it on the first try. Well, that's it for today's guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our video. Follow us down in our social media below. And I will see you guys all next Wednesday. Bye!